Welcome back to the stream. Hello, hello, hello. Hold on. I don't have my Sims 2 soundtrack playing. Oh, and it started in the middle. Okay, now we're good. Hi. Welcome back. Happy Friday. We're going to play The Sims 4 Enchanted by Nature again today. Specifically, I want to work on a build using the new stuff from the new pack. I am very excited about this. I've got a whole plan. It should be fun. So welcome back, everybody. Also, I have a huge update. It's not really huge, it's actually kind of tiny. But this is an update on my real life garden. Feeling very enchanted by nature in real life. I have my first cherry tomato. Oh, it's not gonna focus, right? That's my first cherry tomato. Huge moment. She's been growing for a couple of days, but I forgot to show you about it. So now I'm showing you now. But anyway, very exciting, very enchanting, as some might say. And let's play some Sims, shall we? Also, this stupid thing, I have to put the dumb, like, overlay, sponsored by EA. I'm not being sponsored by EA. However, they did send me access to the pack early. Also, we haven't crashed any times yet today, so I'm gonna put 0 on the screen. We did have the game crash 4 times yesterday, and it's also technically not final software, so I guess just keep that in mind, and let's play some Sims, shall we? The like Simsy chaos emote, yeah, that feels about right for today. Oh, did you really, Corby? I hope you liked it. That's fun. That is very, very fun. Okay, so let me show you. I think I want to do it in the save we were playing in yesterday. Oh, your St. Jude card came today. That's so good. I'm so glad to hear that. But yeah, I think I want to build it here. And I think that I might build it on this lot where these people are living. This is the lot where the tree is. I guess, well, the lot is like on the tree. It's floating in the middle of a tree, as you can see. And I have this idea. Oh, I didn't change the background of the main menu. The background of the main menu changed itself, Cassandra. They do that. They've done it a couple times now to like fit with the theme of what's going on with The Sims 4. So the first one they did was like for their little anniversary, 25th anniversary. Then they had one that was kind of themed after businesses and hobbies. And now this one is like kind of fairy themed. They're doing it, but like I guess like it's just live updating from them. Okay, so I have a reference photo. This is like a little tiny ceramic fairy house that I found online. So this is not exactly a reference photo. But this is sort of the energy that I'm hoping to achieve. I think the roof shape is kind of interesting. I think ours will be a little bit taller than this. But I feel like it could be cute, right? So this is the like whimsical little sort of fairy house that I want to try to achieve today. I think the vibes are pretty good. So anyway, kind of a silly thing to show you as a reference photo, but that's kind of what I want, so. Yeah, and like the vines, we have like that sort of thing sorta in the pack, so we can probably try and do something similar to it. Anyway, it should be fun. Oh, it doesn't update on console. Oh, I actually didn't know that the background to the main menu didn't change on console. I guess that makes sense. Console is weirdly different in like the most random ways. Like in things that you maybe wouldn't expect. Like I didn't know that it didn't. Oh, it does update on Xbox? Yours does. Yours changes on console. Okay, well then never mind. It does change on console? Is your console not connected to the internet? Because maybe that's why yours isn't changing. Because it seems like people on PS5 and Xbox are having the same. So it probably has to do with the internet. I don't know. Honestly, I don't know how it works. I don't know how they decided how it works. I have no idea. That's really strange though. I didn't know that it didn't. I guess it just depends where, maybe it can even be where you are. I don't know. Your casual simmer mom just asked you if Lil Miss Sims had put out a review video for the new pack. Lil Miss Sims. Thank you. That's Miss Sims to you, chat. Okay. Oh, Duck Dan's playing Dumb and Daylight. Oh, guess what? I have very nearly convinced Dan that he should play Sims University this week. I was trying to tell him, because he said he would play University on stream. He's like excited about it, but a little bit nervous. So he's like, hasn't decided what day he wants to do it yet. And I was like, Dan, if you're scared about it, you need to play it soon, because everybody's going to be playing early access to the new pack and they're not going to watch you. They're going to watch this early pack, early access. So like, if you're going to do it, you should do it like quickly. Your mom calls me That's Nice Sims YouTuber in Orlando. That's really funny. Anyway, I keep telling him like he should play it soon, but then he needs to make sure he warns people enough and everything. So he's a little bit shy, but I think he might play it next week. So that's kind of exciting, everybody. They're like, oh, we'll be watching. We'll be there. I think it'll be funny to watch him try to play Sims University, because I think he's gonna fail. And I don't mean that in like a mocking way. I think that like Sims University is just honestly kind of hard if you've never, especially if you don't know how it works and like you haven't done it before. It's actually a lot of work to succeed in Sims University. And so I think that Dan is ill prepared. And I think that his Sim's probably gonna fail. And that just kind of thinks, I just think that's kind of funny. So anyway, this is our plan. We're gonna try and build something on this lot today. I'm unfortunately gonna bulldoze the default starter home. It is a very cute default starter home. It's also 3 stories, but I'm gonna destroy it and build something else here instead. And it should be kind of fun for us. I don't really know, and the lighting is good in the evening, so we can do that. And I'm also gonna give myself like, listen, I don't really feel like worrying about any money today, so I'm just gonna give myself a bunch. We should probably quickly, this is not from the pack. This is cottage living early purchase content, but it always shows up as being from like being new in this version of the game, which is kind of annoying because every single time you open the CFE version of the game, it marks everything as new again. So like if I closed my game right now and reopened it, that would say it's new again. That's just because of the early access. I think they're probably doing it that way on purpose because it's supposed to be helpful when you're like playing the early access of the pack, but it's actually not helpful to me and I don't like it because now I have to click on this every single time I open my Sims because I actually cannot handle all of the gold. So I just have to like go through and mark everything off so I don't have to look at it anymore. Hold on, we'll just click through all of it so it doesn't show it anymore. This gives people a chance to come into the stream anyway, so it's probably for the best. No one's gonna miss the beginning of the build this way, because I'll be clicking on random furniture pieces and decor. Yes, seeing the gold icons annoys me too. I like want it to go away. Electronics, storage, off the grid, activities and skills, surfaces, comfort. Okay, that should be fine. That should be fine. Okay, are we ready? You kind of like the gold? I like it too. I like that they mark off what's new for certain things, but I also, it's annoying to me to have things be marked as new when they're not. Like, I've already seen all of that, you know? Yeah, I wish they would put that stuff when we get base game updates. I've always thought that, like, if they would just mark stuff as new, like in cast when we got, I don't know, like they added the new, they changed the eyelashes to have more swatches in the update on Tuesday. And there was no indication in game that that is new. And they also didn't even list it in the patch notes. So if you didn't, like, maybe hear someone tell you about it or like stumble upon it yourself, you wouldn't even know that there's more swatches of eyelashes. See? Chat's like, wait, what? They did what? Yeah. There's a whole bunch of new eyelash swatches in CAS. It's the same two, like, eyelash textures, but they aren't only in brown and black now. They're, like, in a bunch of colors. There's some new nail polish that kind of has, like, dirt under the fingernails because it's nice for, like, gardening and stuff, I guess. They didn't mark any of that as new in CAS. They never do. But it's just, like, how are you supposed to know then? You wouldn't know. Because they don't tell you. And most people who play don't even read, like, they wouldn't even read the patch notes, but the patch notes also didn't have it, so. Anyway, it looks like there's ads about to play. Maybe I'll let the ads run, and then, oh, I snoozed them, never mind. I misclicked. Okay, we're good then. No ads, I've snoozed them. Let me open up another OBS. No, I don't think they're trying to surprise us. I think, honestly, Ambrosia, it's an oversight with them not putting it in the patch notes. They're, like, for a company like EA, it's not in their best interest to, like, add a new thing for free and then not tell anybody. Like, when they add something new for free, you'd think they would want to tell you, because then you're like, oh, I got this cool new thing for free. So I just think that it was, like, an accident that they didn't tell us, you know? Oh, did my stream lag? It doesn't look like I'm lagging at all on my end. Like, 0 drop frames. Weird. I don't know why that happened. You're good on your end? That's really weird. Okay, well, Twitch, don't do this to me. It's early access day. I can't handle this right now. Okay, let's just start building, and then we'll see how it goes. I might want to bulldoze it and do it again. I don't know. And we'll see kind of like how the shape turns out, but just bear with me because I'm not really sure what I want this to look like just yet. Oh, this is making me so mad, the way that it's not putting the ceilings on by default. I'm getting very frustrated by it. I'm thinking I don't know, I kind of want the house to be like, I have this vision of it being almost like a little bit topsy-turvy. Like, I kind of want it to be a bit of a funky shape. And I want the roof to be extra funky. Maybe I'll get rid of that for now. Maybe, oh, you know what? Maybe I'll make it even wider. This might be weird, okay? Just bear with me. Maybe even wider than that. It's gonna be kind of big. And then if this doesn't work, we'll shrink it and do it 2 stories instead. Because this is kind of strange. But basically what I was thinking is that we would kind of try to custom curve this with multiple pieces. Because you know how it can be. So I was just like, if we did it in more than one piece, then I can get some extra space up there. And I mean, maybe this would be better for it to be, because now it's quite wide. Maybe this could only be on the downstairs instead. I don't know. Oh yeah, I started recording it. If I end up posting it on YouTube. Don't worry about me. I've got it covered. Why is there a crash count? Oh, because yesterday my game crashed 4 times when I was streaming. So I just thought, I'll put a counter on the screen again today. I had one yesterday, so I left it, but I changed it to 0. With any luck, we won't crash at all today. But you just never know what could happen. So I come prepared for anything. Let's see how this looks if I do the same over here. I think that's a little bit too wide. I might want it to be like maybe only up until that point or something. Maybe we could, well, maybe 1 tile. Wait, no, do it here because then we could put a dormer in it somehow. I think I'm gonna do a real dormer though and not one of the decorative ones this time. Isn't this lot cool? Yeah, this whole neighborhood, honestly, like every part of the world, I really, really, really enjoy the world in this pack. I think that they've done like just an excellent job with this pack. Okay, this is kind of random, but I'm kind of wondering about making it like a little bit more asymmetrical somehow. Look, this is the thing I was telling you about. I mentioned this in my review yesterday. So this is like the small business outline. There's no way to turn it off because I don't have businesses and hobbies. So I have to go into live mode and then back into build mode. Oh, too much. Maybe I'll just do it like that though. Isn't that so annoying? That's been happening to me a lot in the regular game as well. Like, that's not really necessarily exclusive to just this version of The Sims. Like, I've been having that happen to me for a while, but normally I have businesses and hobbies installed, so I'm like able to do something about it. But in this case, I can't. Oh, that's very long. Is that really like, there's no in between? Oh boy. Well, maybe I'll make my own little roof piece for this then. Because I can try to like curve it like that a little bit. And when it's this small though, it just gets, it's like so pointy, you know? I don't really want it to be pointy, I want it to be curved. No, the hotkey is letter O. It doesn't work, Buckets. Trust and believe. I have tried everything. Yeah, usually the hotkey O, O for outline, will turn it on and off. Not when it's glitched, though. That does not work when it's glitched. You have to go completely out of build mode. Because the glitch is that, like, it's, like, not possible to have the outline. So, like, the hotkeys don't work to stop it because it's not supposed to exist. If you switch lot types to generic and then back to residential, it goes away. That's a good pro tip too. Switch lot types, get out of it that way. I might make it a little bit wider then, because this is kind of making me feel sad. I feel like the upstairs of this place is like deceptively big. It doesn't really seem like it would be that big, but it's not so bad up here. I mean, this is probably gonna end up being like a small bedroom, and then there could be another bedroom over here. This lot is 20 by 20, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, it's only 20 by 20. So it's not very big. Oh my god. No, the curved roof isn't centered on purpose. I put it off center on intentionally. I'm gonna try and have it be like a little bit funky. Once we've added more to it, I think it'll start to make more sense, but it's off center on purpose, this one. Let's try that. It's a little bit bigger than I really want it to be, but maybe that's okay. Let's see if we can fix all this too. I don't know if you're gonna wanna work though. Oh, actually, I don't think I can do it like this, because if you shrink it, they become different sizes. Oh no. Okay, I can't change that clipping. Or this clipping. But I guess we're just gonna have to make do. The Hobbit house in the trailer is just with, oh geez. The Hobbit house from the trailer that you're thinking about, that is just made with roof pieces. I'm posting a video of me building one in a couple of days. On Monday. I'm posting one of me building one, but it's just done with roof pieces. It's kind of a process, but it's not so bad. I want to see if we can do like something similar. To have like in the front there. I don't really know. Don't be shy, press post right now. Unfortunately, it's not edited yet. Otherwise, I would. That's weird. Maybe you should go out a little bit more. This is where I'm like, I guess a little bit unsure. I don't think I like that. I need to figure out, oh no, the roof has been deleted up there by accident. I don't really know what I want the front door to look like. Yeah, it's just part of the neighborhood flying suits. The rest of the Everdo area is over here. It's just over a bridge, but this is like, the whole of this neighborhood is like the ferry part of town. Yeah, I can save. That's a good idea. I'm trying to decide. I think it was good over here. Maybe I will do that then. And maybe the front door doesn't really need to be... Oh, you know what we could possibly get? Is like a curved bit by the front door. I wonder if we could just wrap it around a little bit more. That might be kind of interesting. I wonder what would happen if I... Probably not that. Put a porch with a bunch of plants. Yeah, a bunch of plants would be nice, huh? We'll figure it out. I guess this can just stop, like, over here. We'll put my own I like there being some little round bits to it. There's not a lot of back, like there's not really a lot of space back here. So see, it's doing it again. This is me hitting O for the outline, doesn't work. Also, Snap's here. But she's turned the cat cam a little bit by accident. I should make the dormers rounded walls. Oh, I don't know about that. Oh, I can't change the lot type because I've got Sims here. I can just go out of build mode and then back. Okay. I was thinking I might add just this little bit over here. I think I'm gonna make this part have, and I don't really know if I'm gonna like this, but I might wanna have like a little bit of a glass accent. I did this on another one of my builds with the pack and I really liked it, so I'm gonna try it. It's like a sunroom or something. Where do you think we would put the chimney? Maybe just in the front a little bit more. Also, I wonder if... Nah, I don't like that. Never mind. Never mind. Okay, let's look at the Enchanted by Nature windows. I think I want to use, like, these ones. And I want to do them in, like, one of the fun fairy swatches. Like, I don't really know what color. But I like that they have, like, wings. It's kind of dark, but... Oh, a front chimney. Wait. I wonder if we could make our own, like, little custom... Because that might be kind of cute. Should it be shorter? I guess it needs to be kind of tall, right? I think that could kind of fit the vibe. I guess the problem then is like, where does the front door go? Because it's a weird shape, this whole place. You think shorter than the roof? That was one of my thoughts too, but then I wasn't sure if it was too short. I guess the front door could be on the side. That might be okay. I don't really know if I want to use that fence or not. Can we see it really tall with the chimney? I mean, I had it kind of tall before. That would be, like, really tall. Whoa, careful, worm. You're gonna knock the cat cam over by accident. Okay, she's coming over here. Oh my. Oh, that is really quite something, isn't it? I don't know if I want to use that color or not, but maybe we will. I don't know. What chimney pieces do I have in just the base game in the pack? Oh, not very many. We don't have a lot of options of chimney pieces. I have like this kind of thing, which is what I'll probably use when we start doing it. I'll come back to that in a second though. Let me put some more windows in. Cause, ooh, I don't know if I want it to be this purple color or not. I don't know. You think the pinkish blue would be good for the foundation? I mean, that's like, this is us like fully committing to the pink vibes, which is fun, but also very specific. Move objects on, okay. The house is just a little bit taller than like what I really wanted it to be. honestly, I don't know if I like that chimney being like that. What about the blue? I mean, the blue is cute too, but I actually kind of like the light green better than both of those. Do you see what I mean? I wonder if the light green would be a nice touch. Oh, I guess that actually looks kind of pink. I don't think it's supposed to. It just does in like certain lighting. That's very interesting. We could use like a darker, and we could have the green. I do kind of like the green. But imagine we have like green wallpaper with the green windows. And that could be kind of neat. And there'll be plants and stuff, which will help it all come together a bit more. Okay, so I guess this fence needs to be green. Okay. Oh, I actually like that. That could be good. Oh no, you're missing. Okay, so doors. So we build an all outdoor house. I've built a couple of them. We were playing yesterday all day in like a all outdoor house that I had built. That sort of is what you're talking about. I didn't build it for like a video or anything. I just built it to play in, but I have built some things like that. I don't really know how I feel about that either. Yeah, I really like the new roof texture. I like really, really like the new roof texture. I think it's really good. Should I put this over here and then have like the 2 wide window on top of it? Oh, that does look pretty cute, doesn't it? Different window color? Well, we were trying to make it green on purpose. We had these visions of green accents. The window color was kind of like the deciding factor for the build a little bit. Just trust the process, okay? It'll come together in the end. It just takes time for us to get to where we feel good about it, you know? I think maybe you should be the wood color. Is that the same wood color? I can't even tell. Like as the roof, I mean. I don't know. You think the porch could be straight on the end, but with stairs down in the backyard? Snappy, hold on. We can't be on the keyboard is the problem. So maybe you could sit in your little cat bed. Okay. I gotta figure out where I want the stairs to go. I don't really want them to be super wide. But we'll see. I gotta be honest, I really don't like the stairs as much as I thought I would. I really like the idea of the stairs, but every time I use them, I just feel like the stairs are like maybe a little bit too... I think the texture just repeats so much, and it's hard because that's just how the stairs work, but like it's so obvious that the texture repeats so much. Like when the staircase is really big, you know, like it's just so uniform, and that's not really what it's trying. Like it needs to be more organic for it to like look cool, but the repeat of it looks, I don't think, very good, which is kind of sad. I think I'd rather have a small door. I think I liked the door being little. What? Now she's back over there. Okay. We'll just put a little window next to it. Remember, there's gonna be lots of really cute, oh, look at all this. There's gonna be lots of really cute, like, wall decor out here. And that's gonna make all of this feel fine, that it's, like, repeating a little bit, okay? What color? Oh, I kind of love that one. What color was that? You claim to be the same color? I am just so, like, the wisteria from this pack, the swatches, it's like how this one is different than that one, you know, and they don't come in the same colors. And so I keep wanting to use them together, but then they just don't match each other, like, literally at all. I find that really hard to accept as I build. It's just, like, really very frustrating to me. No, it's not the lighting. It's a swatch problem across all of them. They, like, they don't have the same colors. Like, you see how, like, the green is so different? Like, so it's hard to mix and match them as much as I want to. I wish that they were the same texture and same colors, because then I feel like I can use them all over the place really easily. Like, that would have been my preference, for them to be the exact same, and then I can just mix and match as I choose and as I wish. But it's The Sims 4, so I guess that's too much to ask. I don't know. I think this is gonna look better once we have some more stuff outside with it. So don't worry, it'll come together in the end once there's trees out there. You don't get why people need everything to match? Well, okay, so we don't need everything to match, but it's helpful when you only have, for example, 2 of these vines. Wouldn't it be really nice if instead all 5 of the vines matched each other, so that you could use them everywhere, and then at least have the same, like, just like a bunch of different size varieties of the same one? Because if you don't want them to match, you could just change the swatch. But then if you do, you have a bunch of different size varieties. It's kind of like when they give you only 2 windows from a pack. That sucks, because then it's hard to do an entire build with just those 2 sizes of windows. You want to have more sizes. So if we had, like, swatches that match, then you can mix and match the different sizes of them better. Like, it would just make sense for this to be a set versus, like, half and half, and both halves being unfinished, you know? So that would be my preference for swatches most of the time. And I typically think that would be better, but I don't know. The real solution, I guess, is if we had some sort of color wheel or something, but that's not gonna happen in The Sims 4, is it? So, we can dream all we want. I wonder if, like, this is kind of random, but I'm wondering if I could have, like, some kind of tall, nah, doesn't look good. You hate when all the plants match? Well, the plants never match. That's a very interesting take, Bramble, because I've never felt that way. Obviously, plants in real life vary, but that's why you have all the different sizes. I want them to at least have the same color scheme. They don't need to be, like, the exact same shade of purple, but, like, why, for example, what was it, this one? This is the same swatch. Why is that red and that's pink? That's nonsense. That's what I mean. Like, I don't want that. Oh, the column's in the right. Okay. Yeah, I'm really struggling with the windows up here. I don't really know what I want. I also, I'm not trying to argue with you guys, but seriously, if you like it different, then you can just use different swatches. If they had the same set of swatches, like, across all of them, then you could just use 3 different ones, and I could use the same one, and then we would all be happy. Like, that's the thing. Like, that's why you can just change the color. And then I could have the same color, and then everyone wins. Oops, I was supposed to be. Okay. Enchanted by nature. Let's see if we can put some of these up here. I'm really struggling with the scale of it all. I feel like maybe I should have made this bigger and made it even more, like, off-center. I just have to be really careful with how it fits into here so it doesn't have clipping. Oh, perfect. Okay. Invalid rounded room. I can fix that, though. I'm not even worried. I feel like maybe that's my solution, is so that way this is, like, over even more. Okay. Where's my fence? Do you think I want it to be round like that again? I actually don't know. Maybe I don't want it to be rounded in the front. It's taken me a long time to figure out how I want this to go. Maybe it's better when it's not rounded. Okay, what if there was like a little teeny window above the front door? And then I had this one like right there. And if I have enough leaves in front of it, it might look cute. Let's try that. And see how we feel about it. Can I use this thing again? But small? Maybe I just don't want that there. Maybe I should just leave it. I think that's okay so far. Oh, hi Rosanna, thank you for the raid. Welcome in. Hopefully you had a good stream. We're just starting to work on some sort of like fairy house kind of vibe. We're trying to have some whimsy, but we're still trying to figure out what exactly that looks like for us. But hopefully you had a good time. Okay. I think once there are trees and once like the wallpaper is added on, I think it'll be all good. I'm gonna scoot it back a little bit. Look, it's doing it again! You can't get the outlines to go away. Okay. I think that maybe I might actually get like a custom little balcony in the back, like up here. I don't know, I just think that could be kind of cute. So I might try this, and then we could do columns and spandrels, because I'm not currently using the columns and spandrels anywhere else. Yeah, well, I can't change the lot type, Jake, because we have Sims who live here, so we can't change the lot type, unfortunately, to fix the like weird glitch. Does not work for us. I think that could be kind of cute, and then we could just do like the bigger door from the pack. It's a very annoying glitch. There's always something with this game. Like, without fail, every single time, there's always something. Maybe I'll do 2 different doors. We could have like the bigger one on the bottom, because that helps with it looking a little bit topsy-turvy like we wanted it to. That's cute. Do you think this part should be a fake balcony too? I guess it won't be fake, it's real, but I could make it bigger. And I think I do actually kind of like the look of that. This is a really big house. Okay. Yeah, and like look at the view from the balcony. Oh my gosh. The people are gonna love that. The fairies, I guess they're not people in the same sense of the word. They're cooler than people. You're obsessed with the build right now? Okay, that's really good then. I'm glad that you feel that way about it. That's like perfect. Okay, here's kind of a random thought. This is gonna get kind of like, hopefully just tucked in, so you can't really tell that it's there, but I think it would be kind of cute if I had a little bit of a bump out there so I could have some windows around the sides of it. I don't know, this might be random. I guess we'll see how we feel about it. That'll be kind of by the front door. Oh, this might actually be bad, I don't know. It kind of depends where the door goes. Is that the wrong roof trim swatch? Yeah. Sure is. Can't even tell that I just did that. If it was a cone-like roof with a crooked chimney for a little whimsy, what, like you want me to make this part more of a cone? Like more of a, like for it to be tall or something? I just think that it doesn't really like fit the style of the house. That's why I had it small. I just think that it's like too low down and I don't really want it to become a tower because I think the tower would detract from the build, so maybe those go away. I built a different house that's kind of like this. It's the one that I'm posting on YouTube tomorrow. That one has a tower. So you can kind of see like how that would, I guess how that would go if you were building a house like this with a tower. If that's reassuring to you at all. Could it be a chimney instead? What, that part? I mean, we can put a chimney on top of the building, but it would be like something like that. Or maybe it could be centered. I don't know. I just feel like a properly built chimney doesn't really fit with this place the way that I want it to. I like the color of this one. But doesn't it just feel kind of odd? Like, I think maybe put that there. The one from the pack is so little teeny tiny. I feel like that one was maybe a little bit too teeny tiny. Isn't it? There's some like kind of wonky chimneys in cottage living, which would be nice. Oh, even like Get Together has one, but obviously we just don't have access to any of those packs right now. So we can't use them. The lighting in the back is really rough, isn't it? Okay. I'm gonna size you down so I can be a bit more custom with that part. Just leave that there for a second. Should I try to have this go like all the way down from up there? I kind of think yes. I think that's cool. Oh, I don't have the small one. I was thinking I would put this one on here. Maybe I have this little window right here and I can use U size down. Maybe we could put this thing, but I need to like raise it up so it's floating like right there. Oh, that's so cool. Would a small pond on a tree be weird? I put a pond on this lot when I built on it the other day. I think we could fit a pond back here probably. Maybe I'll make this patio like super big because we can't, it's doing it again. We can make the patio super big because it's gonna be like the whole of the backyard. And then I can put like a little staircase right there and there could be a little teeny tiny pond. I think I will use these the same that I did in the front again. Okay, there'll be like trees back there, which will help with that part. Put that here. The pond is a puddle in the leaves. There you go. The deck being over the lake. Well, I mean, I guess we could potentially do something like that. Like you could have this part be raised up on like more of a pillar foundation. Ooh, thunder. I just don't really know. Let's see what we can do. Where's the shark pond when you need it? I'm asking myself the same question. That's not really enough. I feel like I need to like Yeah, that'll be better. We'll put it back in a second. How much water goes in this? Oops. Needs redone. I mean, this could probably go a little bit closer to the front of the lot again, too. Oh no, that's too close, isn't it? I just saved like 2 seconds ago, chat. I haven't really done anything since I saved, but I'll do it again. It's so funny because like one person will say to save, and then people are like, oh yeah, she should save. And then all of a sudden there's like, you know, 20 messages being like, save, save, save. But it's like, I just did. That time at least. A lot of times it is helpful though. Yeah, I think maybe it's better for it to be like only small instead of going underneath it. I like the idea of it being underneath it. I just think that maybe because this lot is so little, like this lot is only 20 by 20. I feel like maybe this is not the right time for us to put something like that underneath the lake, you know? Okay, we gotta go out again because of the stupid outline. We could do like a really little one. Oh, that's up. Oops. And that could work. Oh, it's so circular. How does this look? Okay. I'm gonna get there in the end. Just you wait. I'm like not even worried about it. Just sometimes takes a little bit of, oh my gosh. Maybe I'll make this. It's like so crunchy on the ends. You need to then soften it, but then it's gonna be so shallow. I mean, I really should just make it a circle. Oh, she left. Oh well. It's so hard to pick what you want when you're doing something this small. That might be okay. It's too big. How's that? It's just a circle. I'm even trying to make it not a circle. You can stay like that. I'll be able to fix it. With enough landscaping around it, I think it should be okay. All right, let's figure out the wallpaper. How about Enchanted by Nature? Okay, so we have a bunch of green. The purple is too dark, so we're gonna have to try and stick with the green. There are some like little purpley shingle bits. If we wanted to use like the light purple shingle as an accent color in a couple places, like maybe on this part or something. And maybe even up here too, I don't know. And then the rest of it could be green. And then it could be so like cute and purple and green. I could just do this green because I do like that color. Oh, is it too much? What about this green? Oh, you know what? I think it looks better with the stucco and not. Maybe the green could go on this. So we could use a little bit of it, but not a lot of it. Okay. I think that could work. It really is kind of a funky little shape, huh? Let's put in This is the wood floor that matches the outside. Maybe I won't use that though. Maybe I'll use this on the deck because it's just too cute to pass up. You think green wallpaper and green windows is too much? I don't think that the green is too much with the windows. There's also not a light purple wallpaper. They never give us enough purple. So I don't know if that's gonna work. Shingles be like the light wood of the windows. Oh, so Serenity. Listen, the shingle situation is dire. This is the same color as the windows. It doesn't look like it though, does it? Not in that light at least. In this light, you can see it a bit better. So the shingle colors look a little bit weird. So this is like us trying to be more true to color with the color of the inside of the window, knowing that the other swatch doesn't really like match quite right. But that's what we were trying to achieve. We're on the same page. It's just like sometimes the lighting is a bit strange, so it doesn't look quite right. Okay. Debug. Let's look at some of the Enchanted by Nature debug. I'm actually gonna get rid of the foundation just for a second so I can put like all of my debug landscaping close to it, and then we can put it back later on. We want to be able to do whatever. So around here, it's like very much just leaves that they have used. I think I might use some of these little guys. I'm gonna start like piling them up so I can use them. I'm gonna put them right here and then pull from this pile, okay? Because we can't like duplicate them, so get ourselves a big stack of them for now. Maybe a few more. That should be enough. Oh, you know what would be fun to use is that like little pergola thing. I just don't really think it's gonna fit with this lot. Can I put debug plants on the roof? Yeah, the debug plants on the roof works the same as it always used to, where like you can just raise them up. It's gonna clip a little bit, but to answer your question, yes, you've kind of always been able to do that. It's just, it doesn't like auto adjust to the height of the roof like some of these other plants will, which could be good or bad because a lot of times when it's angled like this, you can't even put it how you want to anyway. Everybody take a deep breath. Don't you just love putting plants on the roof? Isn't it so fun? Move objects is on, by the way. You could probably fit some of the little ones, like the 1 tile wide ones. Oh. Or maybe not. Maybe I could put some of these. And that could be okay. Yeah, you'll see when I post my like, I made a like Hobbit house build video that I'm gonna post in a couple of days on my YouTube channel. And you'll see when I post that, like how frustrating I was finding this new plants on the roof thing. I really want to like it. It was just hard for me to deal with it because it was like not letting me place things like pretty much anywhere that I wanted to. And I was like, I would have rather you had not done this. Cause look, this one is not made to go on the roof. You can see how this one says roof placeable, this one doesn't. Because this one is not roof placeable, it means that I can like use move objects and like raise it up and stuff and kind of like custom place it wherever. The ones that are roof placeable want to like adjust to the angle of the roof. And it means that actually you have a little bit less control over where they can go. Because in fact, you can't put them anywhere. Especially not on curved roofs, which is what I want to do right now. So you see, like, it's very specific. Do you think some of this might be okay? This one's pretty easy to place, like, pretty much anywhere, because it's also not roof placeable, technically. Just so we get some filler greenery, perhaps. Yeah, I don't know. Oh, that was big thunder. How does that look from the front? It actually looks pretty cute from the front. I think maybe we just need a little bit more like up here in this area. And look at, would you look at that? Not roof placeable. The ones that I'm using pretty much everywhere right now are the ones that aren't even made to go on the roof. Can you go down a little bit more? I guess not. Does that look okay or is it weird? I don't know. Let's get some trees. Debug. Pea bush on the roof? Oh, there you go. That could be an idea. I want trees. Where are you? The 2 new debug trees from the pack are actually really good. Oh, you know what else we could try? Oh. Okay, that actually, like, that's okay with me. It placing, like, right there. To me, that is acceptable. I'll have to put a little bit more on the back, but I just want to have, like, a little bit more variety, so... This won't go where I want it to, though, will it? I guess these don't want to go up there, but I can use that down here once we start landscaping. The shingles look like dragon scales. I can kind of see that. I don't know if I think they're teasing dragons to us, though. A dragon Sims 4 pack would be wild. Well, like, what would it be like? Like, are we talking like riding dragons? Like, how far are we taking this? Okay, I want to get a few of these. Sims Medieval. Okay, that I can get behind. Put that like way off to the side, okay? I do like this little guy. I think I can't use this, unfortunately. I would love to, but I just don't think it's gonna work back here. That's clipping. I think you probably heard that one. The thunder just then. Sims 4 Pit Beast? Oh, don't even get me started. I would do anything to have a Pit Beast again. That would be so fun. Okay, that's acceptable. Let's put some of these little low-lying bushes down. And then I will fill them in myself. Some more like around here. You heard nothing with the thunder? Oh, that's okay. It kind of just depends on, like, sometimes it's like, what headphones are you using? Are you wearing headphones? With like things that are loud to me, but not always loud on the stream. Okay, these I'm gonna scoot a little bit inside of the house. Bear in mind, there's gonna be a foundation on here, so they won't actually be inside of the house. It just looks like it from out here because the foundation's not up yet to cover it. Okay. What's a pit beast? Oh, in the Sims Medieval, you could send Sims to the pit beast, and it was like this monster in a pit that would eat them and kill them. But like this, it was like straight up murder. Like you were the king and you were like sending someone to their death. With the pit beast. It was a different time back then. You can't really do that anymore. It's not T for teen, I guess, to have murder in the Sims games. Okay. I'm gonna start just adding these around and then we'll like layer in loads of different bits of landscaping basically. Yeah, the pit beast walks so the shark pod could run for sure. But the pit beast was a little bit more gruesome, I think. Again, times were different back then. Like, it was a different era. I'm gonna size this up a bunch and put it big in some places. Now you should go right here. Okay. I can mix in some more of the small ones. Oh yeah, I gotta get at least one more of these over here where there's loads of open space. That's gonna get filled in. Now I need some debug. I was thinking about like some of these, but we'll kind of size them down too. Yeah, romantic garden stuff would look so good with this pack. If we had romantic garden stuff right now, we would be thriving. It actually is kind of sad that we don't. Okay, I'm gonna get like a pile of these. Hi, Negorix, thanks for the raid, welcome in. How are you doing? I'm currently trying to decorate and build like a little fairy house using the new Enchanted by Nature pack. So we're looking through some of the debug landscaping and trying to figure out what we want it to look like. Oh, I'm gonna use this one. That's nice. Even when it's really big like that, I think that's pretty good. Maybe I'll put this like in here, but raised up one. Yeah, and then just like, remember, we're gonna put this on a foundation, so the stuff will blend in a little bit better. You're going outside to touch grass, as you should. That's the real Enchanted by Nature. Have a good night, though. Thanks for hanging out. And, well, hanging out with your chat and then sending them here to me. Okay. That's good. I'm gonna just fill it in with some mushrooms. So these little guys, I don't really know about. This is also, that's the smallest you can make that mushroom. Oh my. Maybe I'll do them in green. Just a little bit. I've played The Sims Medieval a fair bit on stream, but I haven't played it in a little bit. So maybe it'd be fun for us to come back and play it again at some point soon. But I have played it before on stream. Does it look okay with the green ones? I think it does. I think green is like the right vibe for this. Well, that's true. We have like the mushroom shelves that they made. We could have put those. But these are okay though. Especially once we have enough of them all together outside. It'll blend in well. Because bear in mind, I have more flowers I can still add too. Like we're not even done yet. I was gonna try and mix in some of these too. This is one of the things that is not landscaping, it's roof decor. Because there's no landscaping in the pack. Just 2 pieces of roof decor for who knows what reason. And this is one of maybe I get like one more of them. I'll put it small over here. Okay, then I want to take these guys and I'll size it down a couple times and put some around. Look at these beautiful chimneys that I'm adding to the garden, chat. I know, the cottage living debug mushrooms would be literally perfect for this if we had them right now. I am very excited to be able to use cottage living to build with this pack. I think that's going to be super fun. It'll be a nice chance to like mix and match stuff. Okay, you can go right there. Do you think we need anything else? I'm wondering about maybe putting like I think I might get some more of the greenery. Just get something small put down over here. I lost the low-lying bush that I want to use. Then they have like these mossy rocks. They don't come in as many sizes as I would really like them to, but we could use a couple of them. I'll change the mailbox out, obviously, too, to be like the nice mailbox from the new pack. Where did my little thing go? Oh, actually, maybe these could be kind of nice to put around the trees a little bit. I don't know. I also was planning on using loads of these, but now I'm kind of like, maybe I don't even need them. No, we should still use them. Mix them in. Those kind of give off Jungle Adventure. I can actually see that with them a little bit. Okay, I'll change the mailbox out, don't worry. And I'll save. Imagine like my house gets struck by lightning and my stream dies. Sorry, that's not funny. I shouldn't say that. If it was gonna happen though, it would happen during an early access stream. Like if it was gonna happen any day, it would be today when we're like doing a big special early access stream, building with the pack. You know what I mean? It's happened to me before. You guys are acting like it's a shock or like something out of the ordinary, but I live in Florida, so it's not that out of the ordinary. Okay, I think that's probably enough. Oh my gosh. I put too much. And one more of them needs to go away. That should be fine. And mailbox. Right here? I think so. Okay, put our foundation back in. We can have our little like repetitive stairs. Little green. Oh, you are not good right there. Uh-oh. Oh man. I gotta scoot you forward a little bit more, I think. The rest of it should be fine. Yeah, that's perfect. Okay. Oh, I really like how that looks. I sort of figured I would just put like the two of them over here and then maybe a couple planter boxes or something off to the side. Oh, they don't come in green. That's okay. I can try and use a color that is, I guess, just like a wood color because it's similar to the roof. Okay, well, if you wish to have a garden and you're gonna live here on this lot, you're not gonna have much garden. But you can have a couple planters outside. Maybe we just use like this little trash can down there. And then also, I was thinking about putting the fairy house like right here. You should come in green, right? Yeah, they do. But that way it's easily accessible and then it's kind of cute and like by the pond and stuff. Oh, hi Miv, how's your stream? We're working on trying to build like a little fairy house. Oh, it's actually kind of big to be honest. I wouldn't really say little. I'm working on trying to build a big fairy house right now. What did you all get up to today? I know you were playing Enchanted by Nature, but I didn't get a chance to see what you were doing in stream. Oh, just gameplay? Oh, nice. That's fun. Let's do like a pre-stocked fishing allowed sign in there. Maybe we can try and get things like some fireflies out here too. Oh, you saw evil gnomes for the first time? Oh my. I actually haven't been attacked by evil gnomes yet. I have heard what they do, but I haven't experienced it myself. When I was doing my own gameplay, like for my review and stuff, I was kind of scared of them, so I didn't do it. I think it's like the only thing that I didn't cover in my review was the evil gnomes. Okay. I think that we're gonna need to get some potted plants on this porch part too. It needs it bad. But let's not do that right now. Let's start working on the inside, and then we'll come back and finish like furnishing the patios. I just want to make sure that we know that the door is gonna stay there based on the floor plan and stuff before we do that. Oh my goodness, this might actually work out perfectly. Can I put the staircase right here? Oh, it's a miracle. Can you believe how perfect that is for the upstairs? I love when things work. That's so nice. Okay, good. Well, I thought that maybe there could be like... I know this is kind of a weird shape, but this could be too... Oh, no. Okay, we have to have that wallpaper. I can't change it, but that's all right. This could be like 2 bedrooms upstairs, and then this could be a little bathroom attached to it. And that could be good. Let's get some doors. You like a weird shape though? Yeah, I mean, especially with a house like this, like it's just kind of screaming weird shape. Like it needs a weird shaped room. I think ideally these will both be a kid's bedroom, and then there could be like some sort of bigger primary bedroom downstairs, but we'll see what we can do. I think maybe this could be the primary bedroom. We need to have a bigger bathroom down here as well. I don't really know where that's gonna go. Because I want to have probably 2 bathrooms. You can't change it because it's the roof piece. Do you see how it's like kind of has a little bit of a weird shape to it? If I make the roof taller, or maybe not even. Sometimes it's a little bit finicky with the roofs when they're partially inside, so. Okay. I wonder if this could be like an attached, like I almost am thinking like make it an attached greenhouse or something like that. Like let it be a place for us to put some more plants and have them be inside. You know, it would be small, but it's like super cute and covered in glass, so feels nice. I'm gonna do the mossy stone up here instead. It's cuter. Yeah, we could put like the magical plants in there or something, and that might be nice. I wonder if maybe our kitchen should be in this area. Oh, that's very green. But yeah, I wonder if that would be cute, like just to tuck the kitchen over there. Okay, this might seem kind of weird, but maybe the dining table is by the front door. There's a big bathroom downstairs. Primary bedroom. This is the living room. And then there's like a little kitchen. And that could be kind of okay. We don't really have a room to use. Could you hear that? We don't really have a room to use for the, like if I wanted to have a place for the apothecary table in here. But I guess it could just go in the kitchen. Like maybe the, let's see. We could even just have it be like kind of centered. And then we could use like the corner of the kitchen for it all. And then make it feel like it's, I don't know, you do all your cooking in there, even when you're cooking like magic stuff. I might even move that so I can have more room for it. I know some people earlier were saying to do like an apothecary basement, but I don't really know if I want to have a separate dedicated space for it. Like I kind of like the idea of it being incorporated into the home. So I feel like I might keep it. Okay, this fence won't stay, obviously. I'm just getting one of these spandrels. And then the fence goes away. That's cute. In a way, I'm wondering if I should have done that with the orangey toned wood. It's a different shade of wood though. Basement in a tree? Well, you could put the basement, like maybe it's like, maybe they're digging into the roots a little bit. No. Okay, lesson learned. I think maybe we shouldn't have a basement. I saw people saying it before, but you're right, we shouldn't do that. It wouldn't make sense. It wouldn't make sense for us. Okay, that works for me. Yeah, you'd be like carving it into the trunk, I guess. Let's start getting all the furniture together. Yeah, I really like the floor from this pack. I think it's really nice. Honestly, like this first swatch, that is really beautiful. And I can use this little guy. Sure. I think I'm gonna try and use a lot more of the like, basically like I'm gonna try and use the fancier stuff in here and less of like the mossy stuff indoors. We'll change the colors of these all, but I guess it won't really be very purpley, will it? And that's a little bit tight with the door back there, but it's still usable. I don't really think I mind. You know what else I'm gonna use? This, so I can have purple. This thing is floating, and when you're in live mode, it like hovers and moves a little bit. Maybe I scoot it a bit more forward. Then you have a little bit more space. Are we gonna put plants inside? I don't know. Let me see if they can actually get through there. Uh-oh. My sim is going all the way around. Can you come in? Nope, he can't get under it. I find that frustrating and disappointing. I'm gonna come back to it. You know what I'm gonna do instead? I'm gonna work on this part. And I'm gonna make the prettiest little setup of some wall lights the world has ever seen. And we'll put these all inside of the greenhouse bit. Oh, should I give it like a green base? Or no, it should be wood. Try that too. Okay. It's like a greenhouse type room. It will be. This is using the new glass wall from the pack. I think that's kind of nice. What other lights do you want to use from the pack real quick? Just while we're in here talking about it. We have this one, which is so pretty. That could go above the dining table. Let's see. This would have to be sized down if we wanted to use it in here because it's too tall. But we can do it. And just like scoot it into the corner a little bit more. Oh, that's cool. Don't love the couch in front of the door. Yeah, but Bessie, where else is it gonna go? Don't you want to have the fireplace and have it all be centered to it? Because I do. So it's okay. We can make it work. That's like the same one. I don't really want it to look so samey. Maybe I should scoot it over so they're not like right next to each other. Yeah, it still works when sized down. You can't slot things to it correctly anymore, obviously, but you can size it down. I also don't really care if it works. Like, to me, the beauty of this is not that like, oh, it's a functional bookcase. The beauty is just that it's a really nice item that I want to use inside of my house, you know? So, even if it didn't, which it will, it's fine to me. I think it looks cool. Yeah, and it's not the front door. This is the back door, so it's okay. I don't really know if I want to use that. Do they connect to each other? The tree bookshelves? I mean, it's actually just the same thing, but like flipped around. So they don't really connect. You could do them like that, or like do them opposite, but it's just the same thing on opposite sides. They're not meant to like... It's fine. Well, Libra, this kind of thing happens a lot in real life too. People get so weird about layouts in The Sims sometimes. It's okay if the dining table is far away. You know why? Because fairies don't eat food. So, it's like totally not a big deal because no one's gonna need to use it. So we'll be all right. We'll be all right. Okay, I like that thing. I don't really like these. Maybe I'll do them in green. Oh, you don't really even feel green though, do you? Oh, man. I don't know how I feel about that. You know what else we don't have that's a problem? Is we don't have any sort of like furniture that fits in there nicely. That's kind of annoying. I think I'm gonna use this bookshelf. I wonder if maybe, oh God. I wonder if maybe, that one's fine, this one just wasn't. Instead of doing a big dining table, if we should do a small dining table, and if we could put a piano, like a grand piano in here or something. Because in The Sims, oh, this could be cool. This could even like be off the wall a little bit. I feel like that's fine because it looks kind of interesting with it like almost floating, but the fairies can sleep on top of the pianos. They like can get teeny tiny and then fall asleep on them. They'll sleep on the keys. So maybe it would be kind of cute if we had a piano in here. I think that could be kind of cool. I feel like the piano being in the nook is almost like a little bit too close to the door, but maybe it's not. Maybe we can commit to it and it would be okay. No, it's not too close to the door. Let's just use it. We can do the dining table right here. And that would be nice. You were like a super light green and purple, which is exactly what I want out of this stuff, so. Yeah, I mean, there could be a kitchen table, obviously. I'm not like opposed to the kitchen table. I understand that you guys, like some of you don't like that the dining stuff is too far away from the kitchen, but for me, I kind of like the idea of having the kitchen be like very specifically like for apothecary and cooking and stuff, and then we have like a little place to dine like that's a bit more formal farther away. So I still want to have, but it can just be small. It doesn't need to be big. It can be a little table. Is that the same color as this one? No, it's that. Okay. Yeah, I gotta admit, I don't really like absolutely adore the swatches on some of the tables and chairs. But that's fine, they can still get through this. Maybe I'll angle that like that. What if we like doubled up the rug and we used the mossy rug underneath it? If we have enough mossy stuff on the walls, it might be okay. Look too washed out and matchy-matchy. Yeah, but like, look at the options. No good. So I don't think I really want to use them. They won't match anything else. Yeah, there are other swatches on the moss. I just don't really know how I feel about them. I'm not super obsessed with that moss thing, just in general, to be honest. But, you know. Okay, let's see if we can start getting some of the extra plants inside. You can't really put this above the door. I've learned my lesson, because then they can't walk inside of the door. So we have to be kind of careful about what and where we put it. Like this, I'm almost certain is going to block them from being able to use this door. But let's find out. Yep. Let's see how high I have to raise it for it to work. I just don't think that's going to happen for us. Like... And when you size it down, it has those horrible shadows. Yeah, you can't use that. Yeah, and it's like, the thing is sort of made to go on top of archways, yeah. But you can't really, like, do that. Is that clipping? Oh my goodness. Well... We'll figure it out. This is the thing. There's like, this pack is so fun and like has the potential to be so good, but there's just like little things about it that really irk me. Like now that's glitching with the indoor lighting. I don't want to do that. I'm not using it if it's gonna glitch. So kind of annoying. Do they want to have a big TV? I don't know. Well, that feels okay. Yeah, I agree that it feels more buggy than the others this year. This pack, the last two were like really, really solid in my mind, and I feel like this one is just not to the same scale. Like it's just not as good. There's definitely some parts that I like I said, but it's just not quite the same. How do some people have all the packs in the CFE version already? Do some people have all the packs? You're not really supposed to have all the packs. I'm not sure. I mean, it's possible that like they are getting special treatment, but what I think is more likely is maybe that they like knew some sort of sneaky trick to enable them. But I don't think you're supposed to do that, but also I don't know who you're talking about or what's going on, so they could have been just given them. And some people weren't. I don't know. That's never happened before as far as I'm aware though, so I don't know if that actually is happening or not. Wow. This thing is kind of cool. We can have that go partially in front of the TV too. Interesting. No, EA doesn't ask for any input when you have early access. The early access is way too late for them to change anything, Alex. Like, because the pack comes out like next week, even like, you know, I could sit here and give them my feedback all day about the pack and like what I think about it and the things that I found wrong with it and stuff. Doesn't matter because the pack comes out next week. Like there's no changes that will be made at this point. Like it's too close to release for them to do anything about it. Yeah, Kat, I think that this pack is made by the same team that made Love Struck, which makes sense. I don't mean that as like a diss to them, but it does feel like not even just as an assumption, but I think that because I think they have 3 expansion pack teams now, so they're like alternating. Each one's spending a year on a pack, and then the packs are releasing from 3 different teams. So I think it was the same team that made Love Struck, and similarly to Love Struck, I don't really know how I feel about it as much. Super cool themes, but and it's almost like maybe I felt this way about Island Living too, where it's like there's a lot of potential with the pack, but maybe it was like spread a little bit too thin, like too many good ideas pulled in a bunch of different directions, and so you know, it's not like as, I don't know what word I'm looking for, but I guess it just doesn't feel as like full-fledged as some of the other more recent packs, just because it's like a bunch of cool ideas that are spread thin. Maybe this should just be white wallpaper. I can't really do the tile thing that I like in here because there's windows blocking it, so. How long did it take for my kit to be made? Oh geez, like so long. Like we worked on it for a year. I'm sure that when they make kits themselves, it's probably not as long of a process, but like working with me and having like the back and forth of like, you know, I think of something, then they make it, whatever, makes it take a little bit longer. They probably are quicker when they do it just by themselves because there's not that like extra third party involved, but I know their expansion packs take up a full year, so. Yeah, I don't really know about that either. Oh yeah, the fairies are really good, Copper. I think the fairies, like your question is, are they on par with werewolves? I think the fairies are the best part of the pack. It's the other stuff that I'm like not as, and it's not like it's bad. It's just, I don't know. It's mostly just because there's some bugs involved that I'm like, don't know how I feel about it. But I think that the fairies are really good. No, there's not any community events in the neighborhoods. No, that's actually a good question. They didn't do that this time like they did with Life and Death. I don't think I want this mossy toilet. Maybe I should have put the shower like over here. Let me do it with the glass. Oh. Maybe I do. Oh, it doesn't really matter which one you do. So that can go away. Yeah, and that's the thing. The bugs aren't game breaking. It's just like little bits of things that I find kind of annoying. It's not like the game doesn't work. The game still works. It's just got a couple quirks to it. I don't think I want to use this one in here. Oh gosh, I don't really know if I like the layout of this room. I guess we could just scoot the shower into the wall so we can see the pretty tile, huh? I don't like that when you do that, it's like coming out of the shower a little bit more, but you can just use that color. Should it be silver instead? The lights go to the bottom of the tile because it's not supposed to be stacked like this. So that's why it's looking like that, because it's just a wall decal. So it's not really supposed to be stacked how I have it stacked right now. Oh my goodness. I don't really like that. We can try that plant. Maybe we could try this little wall mirror. I really don't know if I want that color of wood, but I guess it's happening. Whether I like it or not, Maybe I could get some of the plants in here. Because it's not like over a door or anything. Oh, but it looks terrible when you size it down. I just don't really know if I can bring myself to use that inside. Yeah, I could do like a regular cabinet for the sink instead. I just can't use the special sink from the new pack then, but we can just do regular. Like, you don't have to use the fancy one. We can also put like a cute end piece on it if we wanted to. So you can fix it. It doesn't have to look like that. Yeah, I really don't like it when, because not every plant does that, but like certain plants have that problem, and not just plants, like even sometimes like wallpaper, or sorry, not wallpaper, like wall pictures, like frames, will have that problem where the shadow doesn't size down with it. And I've always been really frustrated by that. That's nice. Yeah, I don't understand why the counters have seams between them either. This is the thing, you guys. Like, I love so much of the stuff from this pack. And then there's just like these little things where I'm like, why did we do that? Why is there a seam with the counter? Like, what exactly are we achieving with that? Maybe we could try to bring in some more of that wood tone then. I guess this one is more similar, so I could try that. I kind of just want to put regular plants instead of house plants. Well, Nancy Grabbers, I wouldn't go so far as saying EA needs to fire them about the team. I mean, think about this, right? When there's something small, like a weird seam on a counter, is it because the entirety of the team was like, yeah, we like this seam on the counter and we're just gonna not fix it because we don't want to? Or is it because they're being pushed to release content at such an extraordinary rate that they don't have time to be able to polish those little things? Because I sort of feel like it's probably an issue with like their time being managed poorly and them being like pushed so much that they're not able to like finish everything to the degree that we would like them to be able to, and they would probably like be able to as well, you know? So I don't really even feel like the blame is even on them. Like, if you don't have time because you've not been given time at work and you're being forced to make 3 expansion packs in a year, like, whose fault is that? It's the person making you make 3 expansion packs in a year. And it's not the same team making all 3 packs, but, you know, it's a lot of pressure, especially for a pack like this that is, like, actually very big. Like, making fairies is a big deal, so. Okay. I like this little bathroom now. Yeah, and like the pack's budget, like they were given a budget for what they could spend on the development of this pack, and that's why there's like only a certain number of items and stuff. And like, they're not the ones who set that budget. It's not up to them. Okay. Oops. I feel like I need to put, let's put another light, but make it like really small just so we can have it over there. Oh dear, maybe the toilet could go in that little part. Okay, the walls do not do well with corners. Delete ailments and give us a single bed. That's what I'm trying to say. You make an excellent point there. You know what? This mossy wallpaper, that's actually better, I think, with the green all the way around. Let's do that instead. Okay, I'm not gonna put any of the tile on the window wall. Oh, I'm out of money. Or the wall that has the door. Moss mention. Okay. Yeah, totally, Bunny. I mean, that's the thing, right? I guess the point that I'm trying to make there is that, like, you know, when you're scrutinizing the pack, we're scrutinizing the pack, not the individual humans who made the pack. Like, we're not, there's no, that's weird vibes. Like, we're not trying to place blame on a person or, like, send, you know, like, that's just not the intention with any criticism, so. Okay. Put that one there. No ivy or moss or anything. Yeah, there's a few, I mean, there's like a few bits of wisteria, but I would love to have more than what we have access to, so. I mean, Zipper, I just don't agree with you. What they did with their time is their choice isn't even true. Like, we're talking about, like, there's like one person who made the counters. That's like one person. There is a 3D modeler and like maybe a concept artist too. Two people worked on the counters. Like, you know, it's not like we're not placing blame on individuals. Like, they're, you know, they got told they had a certain amount of time to make a certain number of objects, and like it is what it is. Like, and there's a lot of different people here, and like the people who are making the objects aren't the people who planned the objects. Like, somebody else planned it and then they made it. So you forget how many people worked on this thing, and we're not placing blame on any individuals for things that are wrong with it, because that's just not like the vibes. This is just somebody's day job. Like, could you imagine, you probably have a job, you're just at work, and now there's 5,000 people on a live stream being like, oh my god, you should be fired. Look what you did. Like, this isn't good enough because of one object. Like, it's just, right? Like, so the blame is on like EA, who oversaw the pack group, not a person, right? The problem is like the leadership that oversaw and told them what to do and stuff. Okay. Let's see. Yeah, push that criticism onto EA for how they're managing the teams and stuff, and not so much onto like just one person who's just doing their job. Like, they're just at work, you know? This is just their day job. No, you can't put the tiles behind the doors and windows. Look, this is the same as the other tiles. So you can't, like, we have a couple of these from other packs, like from Lovestruck and stuff, so you can't really put it behind doors like that, unfortunately. I wish I could. I would love to have it there, but it just doesn't work like that. Oops. Okay. Let's also put maybe some kind of towel. I guess it kind of needs to, because we've got, oh, in here we can have more of a gold accent, which is my preference, but I feel like I couldn't get it to match before. Oh wait, this doesn't come in gold though. I'm using the cheap sink. This one, you know what? Let's do a sink on a pedestal. And maybe not this sink on a pedestal. I don't know. Well, we could probably do that. You just make it like a super yellow gold accent everywhere. Okay. You're not really yellow gold, neither are you. I'll just try that. Okay. Cute little bathroom. Yeah, I like the backsplash. I've been doing this for like all of my bathrooms recently. This thing is meant to be, oh no. With how I have my windows, My kitchen is gonna just break my heart. Okay, okay, hold on. This can be solved. The problem can be solved. All right, hear me out. We do no windows right there and we cover it up with a tree. Or maybe if I put the curtains in front of it. Oh. Okay, if there's curtains in front of it, you can't tell as much. That is so bad of me to do, probably. But you know what? It's gotta be done. It'll be our little secret that it's not technically, it's just they're covered, but you can't tell because these are like stained glass anyway, so it's fine. We work with what we have, yeah. Let's see if I can put this fridge, have it look okay. That is kind of clipping just a bit. Well, if I'm just gonna place them wherever, then we may as well scoot it over a bit more, huh? Who's gonna be able to tell? Nobody. Nobody will be able to tell. That's so cute. Can they be sized down, the curtains? Yeah, but then you can see the... So the curtains are okay sized down, like probably on the other windows. Like we could even size them down on these ones, but here we're trying to cover up the tile clipping, so not this time. Outside it doesn't matter flying suits because the windows are stained glass, so you can't even see through them anyway. Makes no difference. Oh dear. I mean, maybe I could just like, we could just have the one there. I'm okay with that. I think that looks all right. If I have this end counter piece, we can't have the sink on the peninsula. If I do it like this, I can. I guess the end counter looks the same as the regular counter, so it doesn't actually make a difference, does it? So we can do that. I'm gonna save my game. Feels like a good thing to do. No. No. Well, you can't even drag stuff into trash cans right now anyway because it's broken, so. Should we bother putting a trash can in the kitchen, chat? It doesn't even work. More gameplay unlocks entitlement. Okay. Well, we could put that like right in the middle of this. This is some really nice little like apothecary clutter, sort of. Maybe I'll do only apothecary clutter instead of putting like kitchen-y clutter in here. Because it's more fun. I'm gonna put that right there too. Why do the window and walls clip? Well, because it's not actually a wallpaper. It's like a wall decal, this piece of tile. So it's kind of like the equivalent of a poster. You know, it's a piece of art to put on the wall. It just looks like tile. So there's pros and cons to that, because this way you can use it to make a backsplash in a lot of places, but it also has some trouble sometimes. So it's an item instead of like a wallpaper. We have a couple of them. There's another one that came in like Love Struck and stuff too. And they, again, pros and cons to each of them. So yeah, I was really excited about it when we first got it in Love Struck, and now I kind of feel like maybe I would rather just have normal tile. But like, to me, I guess an ideal world would maybe be to have both it and normal tile. You know, like I almost want to have, not to get too greedy, but I'd rather have both options so I could use it more easily in any place. And that's just not really an option, so. Oh well. Hi, Christine. Oh, would you look at that? Houseplant disappeared. So you see how it was gone, and then I put it in my inventory, and now they're both there? I'm not gonna lie, it's really hard for me to like the houseplants for that exact reason. I can't really put this anywhere that I want it to be. Maybe it should just go there. Okay, I'm gonna put a green wallpaper right here. Maybe I'll get a couple more of these pretty lights. Okay, let's put some of the... You're getting vibes that I don't like this pack. No, I don't dislike the pack. I just don't love the pack, I think is probably how it was a better way that I would put it. This is not my favorite pack that's come out recently. And I've really enjoyed some of the packs that have come out recently, but this one is not my most favorite of them all. Okay. A few of these little guys. Love the pack and love how it functions. That's a good way of putting it too. That's a better way of putting it. Yeah, I'm kind of sad about it too. I was a little bit disappointed. Yeah, because like the houseplants are one of the things that I was like most excited about. Honestly, like when I was thinking about the houseplants, that was like one of the things that I was like top most excited about out of everything coming in the pack. I was like super pumped about houseplants. Did it happen again? Yeah, look, see? I just put one there. I was super pumped about houseplants. And they're just so finicky when you're actually playing with them that it makes it hard for me to even like bring myself to play with them. You know? Because every time I place a wallpaper, my houseplant deletes itself. Or even not when it's just wallpaper, I can't even really figure it out, to be honest. And so that's like... What I think is happening too, and this is just a guess, I don't actually know this for a fact, but if you ever played with like, because we have like disappearing object clutter quite a bit. That's like not a new bug to The Sims 4. The houseplants are new, but the bug of objects disappearing has been happening for a long time. It reminds me of like when, you know how there's like stackable plates from Horse Ranch? And if you stack the plates up, sometimes all the top plates will go away, but the bottom plate will stay. That almost reads to me as that's what's happening here. Like the bottom plate is the pot, and then the plant is like stacked on top of it. And so the plant is what keeps deleting and disappearing, just like how the plates would when you use stackable plates. So I think it might, or like the hanging clothes in the closets from Dream Home Decorator, where like the hanging clothes will disappear constantly. The closet will stay, but the clothes keep going away. It's like the thing stacked on it keeps having issues. So I don't know. I mean, that's my read on what is wrong with it, just based on like having played with it a little bit before. But it struggles. I think that The Sims 4 struggles a little bit, like when you have to fit things together, like Christine said. That's a good way of putting it. So that's kind of annoying. But I think maybe that's why that's happening. Is that the same color? Nope. Now it is. Let's use you and you and maybe you. Do you think it would look cute if I put these all on the walls? I feel like it'll come together once I have some more decor and like wallpaper and stuff. Yeah, so maybe it's a good thing because it's like a, you know, that one's gone too. if maybe that means since it's like all maybe the same issue, it means that it's like easier for them to work on to improve upon it. But also, it's been happening for a long time and it hasn't been improved upon, so who knows? Who knows? Katie, they gave me early access because I am like a Sims creator. So some Sims creators get like special early access where they give you like super early access, and then like most Sims creators that are part of the creator network will get it on Monday. This one's like a special one, basically. I think maybe like 100 people have it this time, I'm not sure. Yeah, it's because I make Sims content on YouTube and Twitch and stuff, basically is why. What do you think about that? Maybe it could be purple. We have a little bit of purple in here, so. You think the back wall is a bit busy? I kind of like that it's busy though. That's kind of what I was going for. I want it to be like a bit much everywhere. This is like a plain white stucco wall with some moss texture to it. I might try that in a few places too. Maybe I put that on all the walls and then we add in extras elsewhere. Back wall be purple, less samey? I mean, maybe. We have that outside. There's just not a lot of purple in this part, and there's no way to get it. Like, this one's purple and blue, but it's not really purple and green like we've been using, so. And then like this doesn't come in purple except for like that darker one. I don't really want that. I don't know. We can try it. Just commit to it. I know, cute purple wall is huge. I wish that this wallpaper, the stucco, came in purple, but it doesn't. The fact that it deletes all the inside plants, I know. I was so distraught over this when it was happening to me at first. Like this happened to me, I noticed it like the first time I started building with the pack. So this was like 2 weeks ago. I've been waiting all day to get my access. I finally get my access. I'm loading in, I'm logging in, I'm gonna start playing. I'm like, oh my god, the house plants, I place them, insta delete. I was like, oh, maybe it's just like a weird, that was like a one-off. Place again. Oh, it deleted again, that's weird. And then repeatedly, on and on and on, the entire time, never changed. So, it's real sad. It is real sad. Well, there isn't really a purple flower in the base game or in the pack to put on the table, Mac. I wish there was. But yeah, I was kind of frustrated by that. The good thing is, because the issue that I'm having with that is like a bug, it is like, it could be fixed. So there's also a chance that it could be fixed by the time it comes out on Thursday. Like that could be like a launch day patch thing. I just, with like so much love, I don't anticipate that happening. But who knows? Maybe. I guess you never know. Okay, maybe I'll just use this one. Little plain lamp in the corner. Maybe they'll surprise us, I don't know. I have my doubts about it though. Yeah, actually I think that one's kind of a good color for this. I wish I had like some kind of bench or something. There is this. It's like a bench made out of petals. I just don't really know if I want to go so far as to use said bench made completely out of petals. Maybe I should try to bring in more of the purple. We could do purple on there. Yeah, if it's the same bug that deletes the plates from Horse Ranch and the clothes, that's what I'm saying. Like, it probably isn't a simple fix because they haven't fixed it this whole time, so. I don't know. Yeah, it's a bit too, I don't know if I like the moss of it all. I wish that this came in pastel purple. I'm pretty frustrated that it doesn't, to be honest, but I'm gonna try and just put a little bit of a light green under there and see how we feel about that. It's funky in here, but I think it's funky in a way that is cool, maybe? Oh, should I put this, like the green all the way around that, maybe? Oh, perhaps that's better. Okay, I think I like that. Let's do this room. This was gonna be the primary bedroom downstairs. We can try and bring in more of the purple this way too. We'll use this bed in it. I don't really like the rugs though. Yeah, the pea gen will be so good with the light greens for my Very Veggie Legacy. I was also thinking about how there's that mushroom tattoo. The mushroom tattoo will be fun for the mushroom gen of the Very Veggie Legacy, which will be kind of exciting. So we've got that sort of stuff to look forward to. There is nice stuff. Oh, should I do this light purple? It's kind of the wrong shade of purple, I guess. Oh my gosh, actually, this green, you see how it has like that little bit of that purpley accent color? That might be kind of cute. Maybe that's what we want to do. Okay, one thing I also don't super love is that there's not a nightstand. We have like this little shelf table, but there's not a nightstand in like the true sense of the word. And I wish there was, because I want to be able to use nightstands on either side of the bed and stuff. Dan just showed us Lil Danzy. What does that mean? What did he show you? We can use that. Yeah, we could maybe do like the shelves as a fake nightstand, but even that I'm like kind of, I don't know. One of them is kind of little. Could even do like those as a fake nightstand too. Doesn't ever come in the right colors. I actually think I just like the side table better in this space. Crash count at 0 is impressive. Well, yeah, compared to yesterday. Well, yesterday my game crashed 4 times in this save. But that's what I was trying to tell you though, where I was saying how like I hadn't had any crashes at all, like the whole time that I was playing, really, until yesterday. And then yesterday it happened 4 times, and so I was like, this is not good. Now I seem like a liar, but it hasn't happened today, if that is reassuring to you at all. Okay, I do like that. He showed us clips of his esports editing day. Oh no. Dan is like so back in his, Dan used to, this is like a lore drop, okay? Dan used to do like, he would do like COD, Call of Duty edits, and they like basically like edit clips to music and stuff. He hasn't done it in a long time, but he's been like watching all of these Call of Duty clips lately. He'll be like sat on the couch on YouTube. He's watching like Call of Duty highlight reels, basically. It's kind of cute, but he's back in his era again, I guess. Exciting for him. He's watching them on stream as we speak. Oh my gosh. I'm not surprised. The people that make edits are the backbone of society and culture. No, I completely agree with you. They're carrying us. Let's do a couple more houseplants in here. I think I'm gonna give them a bookshelf inside of this room too. Okay. It's like, I would say it's acceptable inside of this room. Oh my God, I'm gonna lose my mind. Look, you know what? Let's just stop with the houseplants and we're gonna do them last. Frankly, I can't do it. Chat, I really, really, really want to be able to do it, but I can't do it. This is the kind of thing where it's like, oh, I love the pack, I'm having so much fun. Not. Like, I was having fun until that happened. Can I put that across the whole back wall? What do you think? Will we place them before or after the terrain paint? No, it is the terrain paint all over again. There's always something. I want to like it so bad. I'm not sure how much else I should put in here and like what will be too far, but I think I might get some more of the ivy just because it's pretty cool. I do like that room. I think that the vibes of the house like kind of work well together too. I wish that I could put it over the doors, but I just don't trust it. Like when I had it over the door before, they couldn't get through it, so I guess I just won't. It's part of the magic aspect, a true disappearing act. Look, all of the houseplants disappearing, they said enchanted by nature. Houseplants, invisible, enchanted nature. It's like when they had like absolutely zero pieces of furniture in Strangerville, people were like, oh yeah, it just adds to the strange. Meanwhile, the house is like unfurnished. Adds to the strange. Oh, okay. No, you're right though. I think that's what it is. It's just the plants. What the heck? Oh my God, when it hovers into the ceiling. Oh, I haven't noticed that yet. Guys, I'm trying so hard right now I'm trying to be like so positive. So this is like a really cool item. This thing, let me move it over because it's not centered with this anymore. But it's like a really cool light. Let me see if I can get a better angle for it. Yeah, look, and when you are in game, it like floats because it's magic. I wonder if I size it down if it would work. That's an enchantment, not a bug. You can't size it down either because it animates. I didn't think so. No, it can't be lowered. It is lowered. This is as low as it goes. I think possibly it's meant to go outside. And that's why it's in like the outdoor lighting section, but doesn't mean I'm not sad about it. This one won't do that. Okay, so upstairs. Here we go. This is our little upstairs hallway of our dreams. I actually don't know if they will fix that because I think that maybe it's supposed to only go outside and I'm just trying to push the boundaries and put it inside. And so therefore I don't know if it'll ever change. We could probably use it upstairs. I could probably use it in this hallway. because it doesn't matter if it's clipping into the ceiling up here because you won't see it do that. Wait, I need lighting. Yeah, because if it clips into the ceiling up here, there's nothing above it, so you won't see it like in the roof or anything. Yeah, and it works with when you have medium wall height too. It doesn't do that when you have medium wall height, so that's helpful as well. But I mostly play with short wall height, especially because like with this pack, all of the windows and doors are made for short wall height. Okay, let's do this room first. This is gonna be a toddler's room, I think. I'm gonna get them some lights for outside. Yeah, you could put it outside. So they have, this is a bad example because these are debug trees, but like on one of the, like the bar lots, they have like some of these floating in a regular tree. It actually looks kind of cool. So they had put it in the tree, almost like it's coming out of the branches. I think that's maybe why they made it. So it does have like some cool options, but it's a very specific item. So I guess that's something to keep in mind. Yeah, you could just be green probably. Well, I was gonna make it into the toddler's room, but maybe I'll make it a baby's room. Maybe they could have the crib. Because the crib would fit pretty nice in here. We can use this little gnome bed. Ooh, wait, if I get enough yellow accents on the gnome thing, maybe I could do it like this for this little bedroom. Do they have kids things? Well, that depends what you mean by that, because it doesn't have a single bed, unfortunately. It does have all of the other bed types, but it has no single bed. So it has like a bassinet, a crib, a toddler bed, and a double bed. There's a dollhouse, there's a toy box. So it has stuff like that for kids that they can use. And that's nice. I do appreciate that. I wish that we had gotten the single bed though. That was like one of the bigger disappointments out of build mode for me too, is that we have like every bed size but single bed. I don't think they forgot. What I am assuming happened is they knew that they had like an object count, like a number of objects they were allowed to use. And because they probably made concept art for the single bed and everything. And then they were like, we gotta pull some stuff. What are we gonna pull? Well, there's already 4 beds. Technically, like anybody can sleep in a double bed. That's like all of these other ones are like different bed categories. But you could put this in a kid's room if you wanted to. It's just most of us like to have a single bed option too. And so I think that it was an intentional choice to pull it, is my assumption. Probably to save on like making objects. It's kind of the same as like when they made Island Living and they didn't make like the island counter. They only made the regular counter. And everybody was like, you can't do that. You have to make an island counter too. And they were like, my bad, sorry, we'll make one. And then they added one in an update. I think it's the same as that. That wasn't an accident. I think it was on purpose. And then they got so much backlash that they were like, actually, we can't. But the island counter thing from Island Living was worse because it was an unfinished counter set. Like, having an unfinished counter set is worse than not having a single bed. Still annoying. But Island Living, no island. Yeah, that was like the whole meme. Everybody was like, there's no way you made a pack called Island Living and then didn't give us a kitchen island. Like, what do you think you're doing? Oh, I guess the fairies can go in the dollhouses, but I just sized this one down. And if you do that, they won't use it correctly. So I'm actually not gonna size this down, so the fairies can still go in it. That's a good call. Yeah, people will make mods eventually for the single beds. People will oftentimes do like a pack expanded, and they'll like make a bunch of different extra window sizes that match the windows from the pack, but they've like made extra ones to expand upon what we have already. People will probably do that with things like that from this pack. Okay, do you not come in yellow? Oh my goodness. I guess I can do that color. It's not quite what I want out of it, but it will do. Yeah, like Peacemaker will make some. They like have some for businesses and hobbies already, you know, like that sort of thing. So we will get, like, creators will make stuff like that, which will be helpful too. Nice add-ons. Does this come in yellow? Oh, that's a little bit more yellow. That's okay. I was thinking about putting a house plant in here, but let's do a bookshelf instead. That feels like a safer bet. Yeah, there is a canopy that you could use on a single bed. Let me see if I can show you kind of what they mean by that. Hold on. There's like this kind of cool, is it in the decorations category? Yeah. Look, there's like this kind of cool canopy item. You could kind of put that on top of a regular bed if you wanted to. I also saw them do this like around the sink. I guess I should leave it in here. But I saw them do this around the sink in the trailer where, because it's like exactly a tile. So they like put the sink in there and they had it outside. So you can definitely do some kind of cool stuff with this custom canopy item. I think I will decorate this room for a toddler though and not use it for a single bed, but we can put a toddler bed under it. And that'll be kind of nice. Yeah, there is a new lot trait. It's called Fairy Passage. This lot is near an enchanted passage. Fairy sims are more likely to visit. So it could be nice if you're building like a community lot and you wanted to make it so fairies would come there more often. You can put Fairy Passage on. Let's use this one. The light blue is cute. Does this fit okay? Not really. We can put just a couple of them though. I don't know. I don't know. Okay, this is only a toddler is the problem. So they don't really need like... Oh, can I do this in yellow? So do you see how it's like sometimes it just disappears and you straight up just can't see it, but the game thinks it's still there? Other times it puts it in your household inventory. So that's like a new version of the glitch that we haven't seen yet. Who knows? Okay, so one slight problem, I guess, is that I can't change the color of that wall. It has to stay that way. So that's interesting. Yeah, the leaf rug does come in green, but it's like very green. I don't know if we want to do that with this color bed. I mean, we could do like a more green themed room. This one's kind of cute because it has like the acorns on it. So we can make like an acorn themed room. Maybe that's fine. Can you be green? You could be like a blue-green. That helps because it sort of like ties it all together. Okay, so I can't change the corner of that, which is annoying, but I can try and cover it up. Let's do a couple of those around here. Same thing right here, but I can cover it up. Okay, I like that so far. Sure, let's try that. You think there's some legacy code that's causing the glitch and they can't fix it because it's gonna break everything. Yeah, I've also had that thought too. Because surely, like, they know that it's happening. And like, there's gotta be something. Like, it can't be a simple fix. Otherwise we would have had it fixed a long time ago. So I wonder, like, what it is about it that's causing all the problems. I don't like that there. The room is giving Tom Nook in the best way. Okay, so this is a baby's room, okay? Like, this room is for a toddler. However, this baby is going to be getting a desk so that I can give them the little, like, nature press item, because I haven't used it yet in here. So they're a very lucky small child, because they get to have a nature press, even though they can't actually use it. But they will be able to use it maybe when they grow up. And they're gonna love it. The toddlers could be Timmy and Tommy. Oh my god, should we put 2 toddler beds then? Okay, no, this is Timmy and Tommy's bedroom, and they have a computer and a desk because they run a business. So they need it. So they have 2 toddlers in here. That's perfect. Okay, that works. They run a nature press business, I guess. I don't know. Yeah, it's like Boss Baby or something. I like that. You can have this little acorn light. Official Mouse, the kids have a couple fairy abilities. Not really anything real fairy ability wise, but let me show you. Hold on. If we look in the lessons, okay, babies and infants. So get this. Babies and infants, their hunger and bladder needs deplete more slowly, which makes sense because when they grow up, they won't have them anymore, but they do as babies, obviously. You can also feed a baby or an infant an emotion potion. If you like have one in your inventory, you can bottle feed the emotion to them, which is kind of cute and interesting. So they like it. They think it's like good, so they get happy if you do that, no matter the emotion potion. So it's simple, just like 2 little things about babies and infants, but it's better than absolutely nothing. Children and toddlers, same thing. Their hunger and bladder needs decrease slower, and also they gain thinking and imagination skills more quickly. So you can't really do anything fairy-wise until you become a teen, but they aren't like completely normal. They have just like a couple little things. That's like how all the occults work, though. Like pretty much all the occults are that way. They don't really have anything special until they get a little bit older. They don't have wings at all. There's nothing visibly different about them. Until they get older as well. It's the same as like with the wolves. Like the baby werewolves don't have like a wolf form or like fur or anything, but they have that little like outfit. So you can put them in like a onesie, I guess. The babies in the fairy pack, they have like the little outfit that has wings in the back. So you could use the outfit that has wings, but they don't visibly have wings. So I think they have the fairy plum bob visible. I'm pretty sure they do. I would be pretty surprised if they didn't have a visible fairy plum bob, honestly. I'm gonna try and give them... That's red, but it's kind of cute, so they can have that. Yeah, fairies have their own grave. It's real nice. It even glows a little bit, so that's kind of cool. Okay. There's the upstairs. The only thing we're kind of missing now is like some of this stuff, and anything we want to add outside is what we're missing. Oh, you have glitched yourself down. Great. You're also the wrong color. I could have sworn I wouldn't have picked that color for you. Maybe I did, and I just don't remember. Oh, telescope on the balcony. That's a good idea. We could do that. Both of the kids have balconies. Yeah, if you're born a fairy to 2 fairy parents, you have this trait called like high fae lineage or something. It's the equivalent of the one from the spellcasters, where if you have like a lot of spellcaster blood because you're from a line of spellcasters, you gain the fairy experience faster. So it's like nice for you when you're an adult. You're just like a slightly better fairy, I guess. If both your parents were fairies, you get a little bonus trait. So that's kind of a nice little thing too, I guess. You know, we can't put a rocking chair because we don't have any rocking chairs in this game right now. There's none from this pack or in the base game. That kind of stinks because I would have liked to have that. I'll put a little plant pot in the telescope though. Maybe this one just stays blank. Oh dear. Okay, let's start putting some patio furniture out here. At first I was like, oh, we could give them a grill, but do you really need one of those if you're a fairy and you can't cook anything? Well, you're allowed to cook, you just can't, you don't gain hunger or fill hunger by eating it, but they can still have one maybe. Yeah, the lunar cycle affects fairies. It's not very exciting. It's just like on a full moon, their fairy like emotional absorption goes down slower or something. I forget. There's a whole lesson about that too, if you wanted to see the full list. Fairies, lunar cycle. Waxing crescent. Fairies' emotional force depletes more quickly over time. First quarter, no special effect. Waxing gibbous. Depletes more slowly over time. You can just like, if you're looking for this, by the way, it's just like you hit escape underneath like save as, game options. There's a lessons button. It doesn't have everything, but it does answer some questions, which I find a little bit useful often when I'm playing, so. All the furniture is for fairy wannabe Sims and not fairy Sims. Yeah, kind of a little bit, huh? All this furniture for Sims that like wannabe fairies because the actual fairies don't even need it. I don't think I like those outside. It's too samey to use 4 of them, I think. I might put this so I can have some of the purple. Maybe I'll put this over here then. Okay. Yeah, Berkeley, I completely agree. They need to make it more obvious in game, like what Sims pronouns are, and they need to show it. Like, there should be like an ask for pronouns interaction. It should say it with their name. It, the very least, should say it with their like Sim profile page. But they have no incentive to do that because they haven't even made pronouns for other languages yet. So they're not going to like update the English pronouns. I just don't like that though because there's like so often, and obviously it's like, you know, my fault and our fault for like assuming. But so often you make an assumption and you don't think to go like shift click into CAS on like the special townie that you can't edit or add to your household. Like, you know, you just don't, I'll go into CAS with the Sims that are in the world, but the ones that are not in the world, I don't really often go into CAS with. So you wouldn't even like realize. And I wish that it was a little bit more obvious. Then they'll like, sometimes they'll talk about it like in a blog post, but you know, 9 out of 10 Simmers probably don't even know about the blog posts. And they wouldn't like, you know, read it all to know that. So like, that just kind of sucks. I wish it was more obvious or like said it more clearly. But anyway, I've always felt kind of frustrated by that. So I don't know if they'll be able to fix it. They probably need to, I'm gonna give them a guitar. That's a good idea. They probably need to like finish giving the pronouns to all languages before they're able to update them in English. But yeah, like casual Simmers aren't reading the blog posts. There's people who play The Sims once every 6 months. They wouldn't know, you know, and like they would probably like to know and would be excited to know about like a non-binary Sim, but it's not obvious unless you are like checking. And I wish it was more obvious to like more people. They're clearly not afraid of visual clutter. No, they don't mind having visual clutter. So what's one more thing? Yeah, the pronouns are only in English. They said, at this point, it's been like 3 years. They said that they were going to be working on bringing them to other languages, but they haven't done that yet. And they also haven't addressed it at all ever since. So I don't know. I figured, like, I thought that we would have had that by now. I understood that it was going to take a long time because it's not an easy task. It's different for every language. Like, I completely understand that. Like, it's a sensitive thing. You need to have, like, people from that place to be able to tell you what is the best way to do it too. So it's not like an easy thing to just do. But I thought we would have it in at least a few more by now. But we don't. And they haven't talked about it, so. Anyway, I hope that they are working on it, but I'm surprised that they haven't addressed it, because for me, if I was working on it and I had people being like, hey, why haven't you addressed this? I'd be like, don't worry, I'm still working on it. Just like status update, like, you know, we're still trying to figure out this, and this, but we're still working on it. We didn't forget. Like that, I think that would go a long way to hear it from them. But I don't know. I'm sure they also have like data on who, like what is the most, I know, can you believe it? They probably have data on like what languages are used the most by Sims players. And so like that's probably like contributing to what they prioritize. Yeah, that was a meow. Snap's mad about it too. But anyway, it's only in English still to this day, so. There are also some people that didn't even know that. They're like, wait, the English game has pronouns, because they don't play in English and they didn't even realize, you know, and that's sad too. But anyway, I understand it would be quite a daunting task, but they said they would do it. So if you said, then you have to do it. Like, okay, I'm trying to think what else I want to put out here. Maybe I could put like a couple of these mossy rugs just so it looks a little bit different. And then there's people in chat saying like pronouns were a reason that you changed your game's language to English, but now you have to play in your non-native language just because you want to be able to access pronouns. That sucks. Like, so anyway, it's been a whole thing for a long time, but I would like to see them fix it. Like, that's sad. The Polish version can only be changed to Russian and Czech for some reason? Really? Like, it doesn't let you choose what language you want it to be in? You are, like, limited to those options? I actually don't know much about, like, how that works and, like, what goes on with that. Obviously, I'm very fortunate in that way. I've never, changed my game's language before, so I didn't even know that. I need to look into that more so that I'm able to like talk about it more, because I actually didn't even realize that. Okay, a few extra plant pots. I'm putting like a bunch of plant pots all the way around the place. Okay, so I guess the next step is for me to put all of my plants back. This one I can't do it to because it already had one in it. You just couldn't see it. This one also already had one in it. You just couldn't see it. Maybe I'll pick a different one though, because I'm using that one right here. No more there. Oh, I have to put them back in this one too. You guys, I just can't deal with this. Which one have I not used? How about this one? Some flowers could be kind of cute. Let's put that in like a bright color purple. Oh, is there a new TV channel in this pack? I don't think there is a new TV channel in this pack. I'm gonna go with no, but I actually don't know that for a fact. So I'm gonna check that. Give me like 2 seconds and we'll look together. Because I actually don't know the answer to that. Yeah, I'll use you there and you there. Okay. I think that's all of them done. So I did them at the end so that it wouldn't delete again. Now we can save. And hopefully that'll be fine. Oh, I need to get a couple more things outside. I almost forgot about the front porch. I want to have this little guy right here. There's new music. There is new music. I don't know about the TV station though. TV channel. Music station, TV channel. How do I get an easel? That might be kind of nice. Of course, it won't come in the right wood colors, but yeah, I need a light for the front door too. I was gonna put it right there. I'm pretty sure the fairy sims can eat food even though they don't need to. I don't think anything happens. Yeah, I don't really equate fairies with TV channels either, so I don't expect there to be a TV channel, but we can look and find out. Action, sports, comedy, romance, news, kids network, cooking. No, there is not one. I swear I saw something. Was it on the blog post? And I think that they like edited the blog post to add it to the bottom. Because I feel like I didn't see it when I read it the first time. I was looking at it this morning, and I'm pretty sure that this blog post talks about the music. Oh, that's because my cat's on the keyboard, so it's messing with my scrolling. Sorry, everybody. Oh, again. Okay, stop. No, I can't listen to the music on stream because they're real songs. They created a whimsical soundscape to match the new world. So this is some performances of some new songs on the soundtrack. But this is just a few of them. So we have that too, which is nice. There are skill books for the apothecary skill. I don't know about for fairies. I mean, I guess we can look at that too. I wonder if they made any new. Probably, these are probably not new, I don't think, right? I know that the apothecary skill books are new. The rest of them, I don't think they made anything else new. I guess you can see in debug, huh? Let's look there. That's a better place to look. Because they would be all together. I think it's just the 3. Oh, here we go. Natural Living 1, obviously, Apothecary 1, Natural Living 2, Apothecary 2, Natural Living 3, Apothecary 3, and then Apothecary Manual and Natural... Oh. No, so there's just the skill books for the 2 new skills, which we knew about. The other ones are all base game. So that is sad. But there's not a fairy skill, so you don't have a fairy skill book. Vampires have a skill book because there's a vampire lore skill. There's no fairy lore skill. But no, the game hasn't crashed today. I mean, my game doesn't usually crash. Yesterday was like exceptionally bad for some reason. I don't really know why. But there's not any fairy kids books, which is interesting. That would have been kind of cute. Yeah, they don't really add that many new books. This would have been a good time for them to do it because they made that rabbit hole bookstore. But I don't know. I am personally not that surprised or disappointed by this, just because I don't think I was really expecting them. It's one of those things that would be nice to see, but I'm not like shocked that it's not there, you know? There's other things that I'm more shocked and disappointed by, so. They saw Plumbella's video making every book IRL and said no more. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, there are a lot of books, but it's just fun to have more of them. I just like them, so. Okay, let's make sure we get all the terrain paint added in, and then we can do a tour of the build so you can see it. Sorry, I can't see my keyboard to change the light. Okay, how do we feel about it right now? Does it look cute? I actually think it looks really cute. These red mushrooms I think are in debug. Yeah, it's, well, that's sort of similar. Okay, let's get our terrain paint though. Terrain paint. maybe do it with like this, just a little bit of stone right in the front. Not a ton, but a little bit. And then we'll get it all around the outside. It's so fun to build with this pack. I actually can't wait to do this with also cottage living. Like, imagine when we have all the cottage living ivy, the like debug ivy from university, when I have the flowers, the like flower ivy stuff from Get Together. Like, once we're able to mix all of that together, oh my god. It's gonna be so fun. So I'm looking forward to that. Okay. That's gonna be like one of the first things I do, is try and build with cottage living and this pack together. They're gonna look so nice together. Even like, you know how there's that little, like the circle window from cottage living and it has the butterfly in it? It's gonna be perfect. It's actually gonna look so good together. I think outdoor retreat would also go pretty well. Yeah, for like opposite reasons, you know? Outdoor retreat is good for like the natural living stuff, and then cottage living will be good for like this style of house, I guess. This and like Realm of Magic together, oh my gosh. So fun. Okay, I think the house is done. Romantic garden stuff for the landscaping. Yeah. Yeah, I actually cannot wait. But this is what the outside looks like. I am really happy with the color scheme. I think it's pretty cool. Crystal creations will be nice. Okay, so here's the front door. You walk up right here and you enter into like the piano room and dining room. We have like a little dining table this way. Over to the right, we have the living room and a fireplace. There's a big bathroom downstairs over here. And all the way this way, we have like the kitchen, a little apothecary corner, and also an attached greenhouse. So you could get your like most used apothecary plants in there. I'd probably plant like the lightning root and that sort of stuff in this room, so it's like easy access nearby. And then if you go upstairs, there's a little teeny tiny hallway, another bathroom up here. And then we have an infant's room, and the infant has a balcony with a telescope for some reason. And then there's also a toddler's room for Timmy and Tommy from Animal Crossing, is what we decided. And they have a desk, no computer. They have a desk because they run a business, even though they're toddlers. So they've got that. I'm gonna give them a base game. I think I might add in, oh, this would have been cute too. Wait, does that go up here? No, not really. Maybe I'll put it by their bed though, because that's just so adorable. Just for the vibes. What I actually was gonna try and get was one of these. Or maybe they should have a teddy bear. This is only a 20 by 20 lot, this one that we're on right now. So that's like the whole upstairs. And then downstairs in the back, there's like a little back patio. I got another apothecary table. There's some more planter boxes. There's a grill and a table. There's another set of planter boxes down here. And then this way there's like a little teeny tiny pond, and your fairy house is out here. So we've got that too. Oh, I didn't put a toddler potty. You know what's so bad? I don't even like consider them necessary because I never use toddler potties in my own gameplay. That's so bad of me. There. I mean, I guess it could maybe go in the bathroom. Maybe I should have put it in there. Oh yeah, and this is the primary bedroom. I forgot to show you this. This is the primary bedroom. You know what I didn't put? There's a couple more like really cute little bits of decor, like this guy. I might use you. Maybe I'll use the gnome painting too. This could go inside of the baby's room. And then the kids could have it in here too. For Timmy and Tommy, of course. No chess table? No, I just don't really use the potty skill normally. I mean, historically, in the past like couple years, I've mostly only been playing on short lifespan. And I just can't be bothered. I just, like, to potty train the toddlers on short lifespan is just not worth it. I don't use the high chairs. I don't use the potty chairs. I just don't do it. Should I be? Probably, but I don't. I know myself. I just don't do it. The kids can grab their own food and eat it on the floor. And they'll be fine. Yeah, if you use the independent trait, it's okay. But I don't... Oh, I was going to put a few more of the plants in the back, wasn't I? But yeah, I don't always... like, sometimes in my legacies, I like to randomize the traits. So then I can't really do that, you know? It's, like, out of my control. Oh, man. Really? What makes you think I want you to do that? It, like, smushed in a corner. I just can't. I just can't do it. So I won't. Okay. Well, with that, I think the build is done. So here's the situation. I am planning on doing a little bit of a longer... Oh, you can instantly fly inside. I'm planning on doing a little bit of a longer stream tomorrow. I'm gonna go live at noon Eastern time, which is earlier than when I normally stream. Usually I go live at 4 o'clock Eastern time, like in the afternoon. I'm gonna go live a little bit, oh God, I'm lost. I'm gonna go live a little bit earlier tomorrow, so that we can be live a little bit longer, and we're gonna do some gameplay, I think. Okay, 2 screenshots so I can cut the watermark out. You know what? Not to make fun of EA for this, however, I'm trying to get my screenshots, right? And I'm trying to, like, sometimes look at the game. I got the stupid watermark on the screen. All you need to do to get rid of the watermark is take the screenshot twice and then, like, merge the photos together. So at the end of the day, what even really is the point? Like, I know it's on the video too and stuff, which is different because it's around the video, but you could all, like, you could also so easily just crop it in. Like, it's not a... Anyway, I don't think they'll ever change it, but what even is the point? You know? Oh, well. It's actually not that intrusive or annoying. I feel like it's pretty easy to ignore it, like, once you get used to it. So, like, it's fine. It's, like, there's way worse things that happen, so... yeah, and, like, also now we're streaming it, so, like, it doesn't even matter, you know? But I think also scare tactics is, like, truly part of it, I think, because when you put the watermark on it, I feel like it also just helps to emphasize that, like, this is serious business, you know? But anyway. I always am scared that people are gonna think that I put it there to, like, be annoying about it, and, like, I'm trying to, like, be, like, weird and cagey about my footage, so, like, I'm putting my own watermark on it, and I'm not. It's just on the game. And I think most people know that, but, like, my worst nightmare is somebody watches it and they're like, oh my God, this girl is, like, so dramatic. She's put, like, a watermark on her videos. But I didn't. They did it, not me, I promise. But yeah, I usually only notice it when it's in the way of reading things. Because, like, sometimes there'll be a notification, you know, and then the watermark is, like, right here on top of it, and it's like, well, now I can't even read what I'm trying to read, but that's kind of the only time that it's actually bothersome to me, I think. Anyway, I think on that note, though, I'm probably going to end the stream right here. I usually stream for, like, 15 more minutes, but if we're going to do a longer stream tomorrow, and also I posted a 2.5 hour long YouTube video today, maybe we should wrap it up right here. So, stream schedule plans. Like I said, tomorrow we're going to do a longer stream. We'll do some gameplay. On Monday, I'm going to get full access to the pack. I don't know what time, but they're going to give me, like, a code so I can play it in the normal game instead of the CFE game. So on Monday, we can have cottage living and seasons and, like, everything again, which is going to be super fun to test out the, like, cross-pack compatibility of it all on Monday. So I'm looking forward to that. Just a couple of more days. Yeah, the lot is on a tree. Isn't that cool? So I guess we'll start with that, and we'll do, like, a whole bunch of, like, stream testing basically on Monday because of that, I think, which will be a good time. Snap also has her vet appointment because of her weird lump on Monday. Don't tell her that. She's not going to be happy. But that'll be in the morning, so... and we won't get results back that day, so it'll be fine. But Snap's gonna have they're gonna stick a needle in her big lump, and we'll find out what's wrong with it. or if it's fine. Maybe it's just fine. Who knows? Who knows? Poor Snappy. Oh, Stanley is so ready to forage in the nature. I'm posting my Stanley Humphrey video on Sunday on YouTube. Tomorrow I'm posting a build video on YouTube, and then Sunday is a Rags to Riches video with Stanley. His big break. It's his big break. And then my Hobbit house is on Monday. Do you want to see my Hobbit house that I built? Wait, before I go, hold on. Don't leave yet. I'm going to show it to you so you can see it. What save is it in? I was pretty proud of it, despite me being extremely annoyed by the roof stuff. Look. Isn't that fun? So it's basically like this is one of the issues with it being a roof, because it's the same color, but it just looks weird when you're on it. But it's basically like 3 different roof pieces, you know? So it looks like a round thing, but on the inside, this one's like the living room and the kitchen and stuff, and then over here is the bedroom, and then this one is the bathroom. And I thought that was so fun. Yeah, they did it with the roofs too for when they did it with the pack, yeah. But I was finding this exceptionally annoying because when you try to put like landscaping close by to the roof, it tells you can't intersect, and like this part and this part is all a roof. You can only put so many things on top of the actual roof, so I was using, like, this is a debug one. Oh, that one's actually not. This one is debug, so I could put it wherever I wanted instead of it refusing to place. So it was kind of a pain, but it was worth it. It was fun. So, and I've got it on a hill. I don't know. I thought it was kind of cool. So if you place the plants first on the roof, it deletes it, basically. The things that are super close, like this stuff is close because it's just move objects on. And this is debug, so that can place close. And then these ones that are only one tile can usually place pretty close to a roof too. Especially if like this one is not a roof piece. Like you see how this one says roof placeable underneath the lot environment game? This one's not roof placeable. So that means you can scoot it closer too. So I used like a mixture of debug and then the non-roof placeable ones to get close to it. But there's a lot of like floating and gaps if you look too closely at it. But it's fine. It has to be done. Yeah, like over here there's some gapping. Ugh. But try not to think about that part too much. But it was fun to test out, so I enjoyed doing it. Yeah, I'll put it on the gallery. I'll put all of my builds that I've done with the pack on the gallery. I built a handful of things. I built a house here. I built a library on this same lot too. I built like 3 houses over here. I built 2 houses on this lot. I've done a lot of building with the pack. So I built like an empty lot that looks like a house. This is one of them. I've got 2 houses that are like houses. This one is like for a ferry. So it's not really like a huge build, but it has like just a table and chairs and then a ferry house basically. And it's just like some landscaping. So you could just like sleep and live inside the ferry house, but I'll put this stuff on the gallery too. It's kind of like a ferry starter home, but it only costs like 7,000 simoleons. So I'll put everything on the gallery, ranging from big builds to little builds and all the sims that I made and stuff too. So I'll put them up like the second I can on Monday when I have access to the pack properly. And that'll be fun. So anyway, thank you all for hanging out. Have a wonderful rest of your night. I'm making pizza tonight and then watching Drag Race. It's an exciting episode of the season of Drag Race that's on right now because basically it's like this all-star season where they've been doing these different brackets where there was like 3 episodes with each bracket and then they like pick the top 3 from each bracket. Today is the first day where like they've merged them together. So we're like in the next big thing. So like all of the winners are coming together today in today's episode. So it should be fun. It's the merge. I'm looking forward to it. Anyway, I'm gonna go see who all's live. I'll find somebody to raid, and then I will catch you all tomorrow. I'll be live at noon tomorrow. So I'll see you then. Oh, that's my own. Sorry, I didn't know my display capture was on. Is anybody playing Sims right now by any chance that we could maybe go over and say hi to? Okay. Ooh, I have an idea. How about Pacific Creative is playing The Sims 4 right now. This seems like a fun one to go over and say hi to. Maybe building a shell challenge or something. We haven't rated this person before, so that could be kind of cool to go over to. So everybody have a wonderful rest of your night. Thank you again so much for hanging out. And I will catch you tomorrow. Okay? Good night, everybody. Wait, the raid's still starting. Hold on. I'm gonna send it in a second. Okay, goodbye.